Super clean all-wheel cleaner. Your host for Motorweek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. Swedish cars like this 1987 Saab 900 have always been considered a bit quirky. And it's true that their more unusual characteristics have sometimes scared away potential buyers from some very nice cars. So for the last few years, Saab has been concentrating on building models with more widespread appeal, but without sacrificing the unique personality that's pleased hardcore Saab fans for 50 years. Which leads us to this car, the 1998 Saab 9.5. It's an all-new Saab for an all-new buyer. But is it still a real Saab? It's not only a real Saab, but the all-new 1999 9.5 is also the safest Saab ever built, as the always safety-conscious folks at Saab have taken the 9.5 to new levels of strength and crashworthiness. It all starts with the stiffest body shell ever built by Saab, and with the knowledge gained in over 15 years of real-life safety studies, it includes 3 frontal load paths on each side that serve to spread and deflect the initial forces of impact, and form the foundation of a larger system of crumple zones designed to collapse in 5 progressive stages, depending on the force of impact and the energy of the collision. But in addition to safety, the 9.5's designers also had their sights on comfort and styling, as the 9.5's unmistakably Saab exterior features a sleek front end with large trademark wraparound front headlights that flank the small grille with its airplane wing emblem, a small acknowledgement of its aviation roots. And fittingly enough, the beginning of a wind-cheating profile that, with a drag coefficient of 0.29, is one of the most aerodynamic in its class. Nearly 2 inches have been added to the 9.5's length and 1/2 inch to its width, making it slightly larger than the 9000 model it's replacing. And with 15.9 cubic feet gives it a substantially larger cargo capacity than a comparable BMW or Mercedes. Inside, the 9.5's cabin is classy yet practical, and its walnut-trimmed cockpit-style layout is also a reflection of Saab's aeronautic genealogy. The front seats, in keeping with the emphasis on safety, are the strongest ever made by Saab. They feature integrated side impact airbags and, in an industry first, a mechanical active head restraint system that moves upward and forward in the event of a rear-end collision to help prevent whiplash injuries. V6-equipped models also can be had with fan-powered ventilated seats. Our staff was divided on their usefulness, and we found the fan noise somewhat annoying. The $1,800 price tag is downright silly. Otherwise, we found the leather buckets offered excellent cushioning and support on all sides, and both driver and passenger get plenty of power adjustments. The tilting and telescoping steering wheel faces a simple, straightforward gauge cluster, while just overhead are the very useful dual sun visors. The center stack houses not only the excellent Harman Kardon AM/FM cassette CD player stereo and the legible, user-friendly dual-zone climate controls, but also a cup holder that, while a little flimsy, is so graceful and fluid in its motion, it brings to mind the movements of a ballerina. Larger cup holders and a minimum amount of storage can be found under the adjustable armrest in the console. And there's more than a minimum amount of room in the rear seats, as the generous door openings allow easy entrance to the comfortable rear quarters. While a simple tug on a strap and the push of a button is all it takes to tumble and fold the seats forward to expose the large pass-through to the trunk. And should you equip your 9.5 with the 3-liter turbocharged V6, passing through and around is something you'll do a lot of, as you charge to 60 in a spirited 7.3 seconds and ramp it up to the quarter mile in 15.6 seconds at 91 miles per hour. The V6 produces 200 horsepower and 229 pound-feet of torque, and also features the industry's first asymmetrical turbocharging system, a setup that collects exhaust gases from a single bank of cylinders and delivers the mildly boosted compressed air to both cylinder banks. We also tested the 9.5's 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and while not as torquey as the 6, the 0 to 60 time of 8 seconds is still respectable. Turbocharged 4s have long been a staple of the Saab lineup, and the new 2.3-liter, rated at 170 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque, features a lighter engine block and pistons, improved oil delivery system, and low-friction valve train. The i4 beats through a standard 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. Order the V6 and unfortunately you won't get the manual transmission. You will get the electronic traction control system, however. But not to worry, because regardless of how these cars are appointed, they're great fun to drive. And out on the open road, the McPherson strut front and the new split rear axle with multiple links achieves a near-perfect balance between performance and luxury ride. The more demanding slalom course was handled gracefully as well, as the power-assisted rack and pinion steering felt right on in response and feedback. Body roll, while present, was not enough to shake the poise of the driver or the stability of the car. And neither was heavy braking. All 9.5s come standard with 11-inch front and rear disc and Bosch's 5.3 4-channel ABS system. And together they brought our V6 tester down from 60 in an unwavering 126 feet. Competition in the mid-size European import class is fierce, as you might expect. What with the Audis, Bemmers, Benzes, and Volvos all jockeying for position. But not only does the 9.5 hang tough with its impressive safety record and long list of features, it's competitively priced too. 9.5s with the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder are priced at $30,545. Models equipped with the V6 start at $34,300. Our tester with its leather package, ventilated seats, and power sunroof rang up at $38,925. Its still distinctive styling and character make the 1999 Saab 9.5 appealing to those looking to stand apart from the crowd, while its attractive choice of powertrains and well-balanced handling characteristics make it an excellent choice when you want to get through one. And that's one Saab story we don't mind listening to. Coming up, we go spastic over plastic.